How have you found your first few days then as the Manchester United head coach, and how does it feel to be sat in that chair today?
Very two different roles. Sat in this chair in front of you lot, it's very different to the role in coaching.
Of it, yeah.
Yeah, listen, it's fantastic to be here. It's a great feeling for me to be in this position. You know, I think played different roles for this club and learned to fall in love with the club for so long, and it's a massive part of my life and has been for so long. And so I'm fully aware of the position I'm in. You know, in so many different ways. So. As well as that, I'm eager to succeed. You know, we've got a big job to do. It's an important job, and it always is here to win games and to play well and to do it in a certain way. So there's one side of it is nice to be here, but the other side of it is focus, concentration, and a real drive to improve the team and improve results.
Hi, Michael. What does success look like then? Is it Champions League qualification? Is that what success will be?
Yeah, I think improvement. You know. I think certainly improvement and helping improve individuals. I think big part of what I really enjoy is improving individuals, and in the end, I think if you improve the individuals, you know, we create a better team. So certainly working with the players and improving them with that, I think. And yeah, listen, results. You know, that's what it is. There's an element of performance, there's an element of improvement, and there's an element of doing what it takes to win in certain ways, in certain occasions. So. Certainly higher up the league we finish, we want to keep pushing and finishing high up as we possibly can, and we'll see where that takes us.
Has there been any stated expectations from the leadership team?
No, not in terms of it has to be this way or that way. I think it's like I said, it's we want to be near the top of the league. We want to be top of the league. I mean, that's pretty obvious to say, but we got to take some small steps towards that, and European football obviously would be a step forward, and we got to keep pushing.
Hi, Michael. I was just wondering on that point of leadership, what conversations have you had with the likes of Jayson and Omar, and kind of understood some of the Glazer family might have been here yesterday, also Jim, so what have those conversations been like? Kind of in your role?
Yeah, I've spoke to Jayson an awful lot and working closely with Jayson and Omar as well, and over the last few days we spoke a lot, as you'd imagine. And yeah, the owners, the ownership group were in and around it. It was nice to see them and meet them yesterday and have a small chat with them. You know, they're taking care of business in some ways. We were able to share a few things. So wished us all the very best, and it was good to see them.
Michael, I was going to mention to you when Ruben Amorim left, one of the things that he said in his last press conference was mentioning about Gary Neville and the players, and clearly Roy Keane has immediately waded in. I know there's a personal element to that as well, so it's difficult. But in general, how do you feel about knowing that all these famous Manchester United people are going to put more pressure on you, basically?
They're not putting more pressure on me. I don't feel that. You know, I think it's just part of it. You know, the role, I understand it. I understand there's plenty of opinions around, and some are positive, some are not so much. But I think in some ways, for me, in terms of you saying about putting pressure, for me, it's totally irrelevant in terms of me and how I go to work and what I focus on. I kind of know already what we want to improve on and how we want to work with the players, and I've already said about improving things, you know, and there's a lot of opinions, a lot can be said. It is the way of the world, you know. I'm not going to pay too much attention to the most of that. I think it's not for me to do that. I think for me and the players and the staff, it's a focus on how we're going to succeed, really, and that's our job, that's our responsibility, that's where our focus and our mind should be at, is doing what we can for this club.
But that in particular was quite personal.
Honestly, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me.